quick trip to the flea market resulted in a really hot key. Let's take a look at what I brought in this week. Up next on this video from Bronzeville Comics. Hey there, comic book community. This is Jim from Bronzeville Comics coming to you with another video. Before we get started, follow us on Instagram, Bronzeville_comics. Follow us on Whatnot at Bronzeville_comics. Every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we do a Whatnot sale. This Monday, we're going to be doing an enormous Whatnot sale. We have keys, we have slabs, we have runs, we have silver, we have a little bit of gold, we have bronze, copper, number ones. Just take a look at Whatnot. We're going to update the store. On Instagram, I'm going to be posting some of the keys that we'll be adding to the auction. So come and join us. Have some fun. There are going to be a lot of books. I'm sure there'll be some deals to be had on Whatnot this Monday night at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And also the eBay store, link in the description below. So today was the Saturday. The Meadowlands Flea Market was open. And I had a very small period of time because we had some family stuff going on. So I got up early and went there right away as folks were setting up. Ran into Erod, ran into CLG. Wait, hold on a minute. I knew this was going to happen. I was there, ran into Erod. He was there. Ran into CGL's, New Jersey Collectibles. He was there. Actually, he was setting up to sell, but the short period of time I was there early, his dad was still waiting online to set up, so he was kind of looking around. Spoke with Erod briefly, but since we're both looking for the same things, decided we should head in separate directions. There wasn't a lot. Before I get to that, I want to go through, of course, I've been buying on Whatnot. It's kind of one of these things I just kind of find auctions and I kind of sit in them. I did get some pretty good stuff. I picked this up, and I picked this up just before it exploded, which is Spectacular Spider-Man number 98 in a 9.4. This is the first appearance of Spot, who is going to be, it seems as though the main antagonist in the next Miles Morales multiverse film. I've also just recently picked up 99 and 100. That's kind of a trifecta. Those all go together, but I got a really good deal on that slab. I also picked up, this might have been in the same Whatnot sale, Adventure Comics 274. I'm kind of, low-key trying to complete the run from the first Legion appearance all the way till the end. Then I was in an auction, and like sometimes this stuff, the price you just can't resist. They had some Golden Age Blackhawk. This is when it was still a quality comic before DC bought the rights. 10 Center number 53, and also they had, I think there was a second Blackhawk in here. Yeah, this is still quality, number 96. So these were like, I think they were about $10 a piece. I got also a Showcase 49 with Cave Carson. I'm not sure if that's Cave Carson's first appearance or not. I've been trying to pick up some silver DC keys. Madame Xanadu number 1. Not her first appearance. But potential of a Madame Xanadu TV series or film or something. And then this pretty nice copy. I have to see if it's an upgrade to my own of Forever People 10. with a Dead Man appearance. I thought this looked to be in pretty nice shape. So I'm going to compare that to the one I have in my PC. Just, I thought the price was really good. And then there was another one, and I was able to get some pretty cool keys out of this. This is a book I pick up pretty frequently, because usually the prices are really low. And that, I think this was under $10. Superman #4, the first appearance of Bloodsport. I believe as long as Idris Elba is available and DC can afford to pay him, they're going to bring him back. He was Bloodsport in the Suicide Squad film by James Gunn. That book kind of jumped up right as the film came out, and then it came down. Then I have so many copies of this, but this was also real cheap. Batman 457, the first time that Tim Drake is Robin. This is a book that I think is really, really undervalued, and this is a nice sharp copy. It's New Mutants #1. Right? It's the first appearance in comics of the New Mutants. Now, we did see these characters in that much delayed movie that did eventually come out. Now, New Mutants did appear in a graphic novel. And interestingly, I've said this before on the channel, it's interesting how the graphic novel for New Mutants reacts differently than the magazine appearances of characters like Rocket Raccoon or Star-Lord. Their first appearances are in Marvel magazines, but it's their first comic book appearances that have the value. The opposite is true with the New Mutants. Now, this, if you think about it, is really a quintuple key, because you have 5 characters making their first comic book appearance in this book. Well, the New Mutants, I don't think we're going to see any sort of version of what we saw in the movie come out. But I think that any one of these 5 characters could be used at some point when X-Men are introduced into the MCU. And then this one I picked up, and it was this was the first one I picked up in this Whatnot auction, and then I decided to pick up a few more books just to get the priority shipping. And this is a pretty high grade of a book that's really gone up in value recently, and that's Fantastic Four 243, this classic John Byrne Galactus cover. And notice that it is a newsstand. So I got that. It was well below fair market value. So those are the Whatnot purchases for the week. Today I went to the Meadowlands and picked up a few things. There's a guy there, Will, is somebody who's set up all the time. And I picked up a few things from him. I'm trying to see what I picked up from him as opposed to the second vendor. I think these are all from him, yeah. So he had this book, again, real deep spec, Power Pack #1. Disney is a very family-friendly company. And even though with like the acquisition of the Netflix Defenders characters like Daredevil and Punisher, Deadpool's coming to a movie, Blade, characters a little more hardcore in the Marvel pantheon of characters, I think a family-friendly book like this is something that is worth a little bit of spec on. I picked up this Wonder Woman. This is a 1973 book, but it's one I don't have, so I figured let me throw that in the collection. This is a book I've been picking up a lot lately, Secret Wars #1. There's a lot of indication that this is kind of where we may be headed with the MCU in the next couple of phases. And just kind of, they had like 2 for $1 stuff I think this was in. Picked up a Thunderbolts #50. This book I grabbed, I see this all the time, and I don't think I have it in my personal collection. Superman Special #1. A really cool Gil Kane cover. Justice League of America #1. I wasn't sure which of the covers I had in my PC. I have to double check that. That's Michael Turner, I believe, is it not? It might be. I'm not particularly sure. But this was like 2 covers. Half the Justice League on one, half the other. And a Secret Wars tie-in, Spider-Verse #3. And I was only at the flea market for about an hour. And I was just kind of looking around, and, you know, some of the vendors of stuff that I had looked through, like last year, and stuff that, you know, obviously had been well picked over and not much left. So then there was a guy there, and he was setting up, and I don't know if anyone had gotten to him. So he was just chatting a little bit. He goes, yeah, this is my first time selling. He had 3 short boxes. One were priced books, and the other were $3 each and 2 for $5. So I picked up 6 books from him. Marvel Presents number 3 with the Guardians of the Galaxy. This, of course, is the original Guardians with Starhawk, Yondu, was that Vance Astro, Charlie, whatever his name is. And this was kind of the team that we saw hinted at the end of Volume 2 in one of the multiple post-credit sequences with Sylvester Stallone's Starhawk. Infinity War number 3, wraparound cover with Galactus. So I figured let me throw that one in there. $20.99 Unlimited. This is the first appearance of Hulk 2099. You know, not books that are worth a great deal, but maybe a little bit of spec. Another little bit of spec, Spider-Woman number 1, with Sony doing whatever the heck they're doing. Any Spider-Woman is a potential spec. And then I found this. This is the second series of this book. And I always liked this because I'm a big fan of the artist, and which is Clandestine. Alan Moore. I'm sorry, Alan Davis. I'm a big fan of Alan Davis artwork. So this is the second series, not the first team appearance. But the first appearance of Clandestine in Marvel Comics Presents 158 was sitting there. Now, if you haven't watched the Ms. Marvel show, there are a little bit of spoilers associated with this. If you have seen it, you know. This is a book that I imagine is going to be on like a trending 10 list this week, just because of what happened in the Ms. Marvel show. And there had been rumors for a while that they were going to be linked to this. So I was really surprised, like right now, to just find this as one of the books in there. And that was my pickup. Finding that one book, that is worth quite a bit more than what you paid for, 10 times more or so, kind of makes the whole day worthwhile when you're hunted for comics at flea markets and yard sales. So that's about it. In the meantime, let me know what you think about the pickups, what books you find interesting, and what you think about what might happen with these characters. I don't know if they're going to go in the direction of this particular version of Clandestine, or just if they were just using it as a placeholder for the Inhumans. So anyway, let me know what you think. In the meantime, you can check out a couple of my other videos right here. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.